Northern Botswana is a dry land, blessed with an abundance of trees. But many of them are just bare skeletons, victims of the same element that allowed them to grow on desert sands. Precious water coming from distant, rain-soaked highlands. But the floods follow more complex cycles than just the seasonal rains. And trees can be drowned in their hundreds by a sudden rise in the water table. Dead or alive, the trees are lifesavers for the most mysterious of African predators. Thick vegetation combines with the spots of this female leopard to conceal her. But now she is on patrol, which takes her across exposed, grassy patches. Her raised-tail tip says, "Don't make a fuss. I am not hunting." So she can concentrate on her territorial marking. She also checks scent marks, revealing the presence of other cats. She has the confident air of all big felines. But she can't lower her guard here. The golden grasses might well be hiding grass-colored cats, far more powerful than her. That would be a bad time to be slowed down by a thorn in her paw. After crossing the meadows, she seeks the embrace of fallen branches to wrap her during her break. Her larger cousins rest without a care in the world. But a leopard on the ground can never stop sniffing out for danger. Lions enjoy their family life with utter abandon. They could rule the savannah through sheer size, but they rely on their numbers. Being in touch is just as important for the adults as it is for the cubs. We could say that a lion on its own is an anomaly in need of an explanation. But for the leopard, remaining alone and unseen is the best way to remain alive. At the foot of a tree, this lone lioness is spending the day far from her pride. Sharp rocks make this place uncomfortable, a poor choice for a resting spot. But her nose catches the scent of meat. A powerful male leopard has stashed his warthog kill up in the branches, and he has chosen well. A marula tree with a vertical trunk and smooth bark, just unclimbable for the lioness. But she is not going anywhere. The leopard's full belly will force him to come down to drink, and she intends to be waiting. Lions readily kill leopards to eliminate the competition. With the sun beating ever hotter, the leopard gets ready to climb down. We watch in alarm as he seems to be headed to certain death. Slippery, even for him. But then, to our relief, he stops midway. A false alarm, but a piece of warthog might still drop. He settles for a cat nap, panting from the heat and the heavy digestion. And so the hours pass, with both cats engaged in a tense stalemate. Seasonal waterholes evaporate under the merciless sun. On the baking mud, a spotted cat of a different kind keeps a half-hearted watch for thirsty herbivores. And she is not alone. The antelopes are way too far. It would be a waste of energy. But what if? This mother cheetah seems too visible to be a threat, but an impala doesn't survive by taking chances. Just in case, the cubs follow. But Mom will not attempt a hopeless chase. Now she moves purposefully across the savannah, and, with more or less discipline, her cubs follow. They are not the only ones cruising the hot grasslands. She is headed towards a special place to spend the hotter hours. Their destination is at hand now. And this is the place. It is amazing how much cooler it is in the thick shade of this blackthorn bush. Mom enjoys her break, but is her family safe here? Unlike leopards, cheetahs can't escape to the high branches if cornered. They seem the most vulnerable of the big cats. But their safety is in their legs. And this mother has been able to raise her cubs to an age when they can outrun most of their enemies. Their young brains still need to absorb much more of her teachings and of the world. So many of the things they see are new to them, and they need to make sense of it all. They are building a complex model of the savannah inside their heads, including the location of strategic bushes. Some animals endure the sun with apparent stoicism, but for the cats, the middle of the day is shade time. All across the savannah, young animals get the gifts of wisdom and nourishment from their loving mothers. Always busy picking seeds, Swainson's spurfowls keep an alert eye for potential predators. And one of the most agile bird hunters here is the rarely seen serval. As it approaches with careful steps, the birds don't seem to react. Are they teasing the cat? In fact, they read the serval's body language better than us, and they see no danger. Whatever quest has taken it to the drying mud field, this cat doesn't look nearly as relaxed as its potential victims. Its curling tail tells of its unease. Eventually, it carries its secret concerns back to the place where it feels safer. The tall grasses. In the late afternoon, the male leopard is still resting on its branch. The warthog carcass is becoming smellier, and the lioness waits somewhere in the thickets. As the day ends, the heat gives way to a cool breeze. Dusk in the wilderness is a time of dissolving certainties. It is at night that the wildest dramas often take place. But it all remains a mystery for us, until daylight may reveal the outcome. Next morning, we wonder about the fate of the maroon leopard. Is he already a lifeless trophy hanging from the jaws of the lioness? On our way, we stop at a stand of apple leaf trees, where majestic kudus browse the mauve-colored flowers. Deep roars point in the direction of a male lion's morning patrol. Scent checking and marking is a task he takes very seriously. Unannounced lion encounters can be deadly. He perceives other males in the area and heads in their direction. And they know he is coming too. Some more territorial marking, and he is ready for the encounter. But it was his coalition pals all along. In the company of friends, a lion can relax. At the foot of the marula tree, we find the leopard resting on the rocks. The lioness is nowhere in sight, and we are relieved that he kept his nerve long enough to defeat her patience. But he is not giving up on the warthog yet. He takes a few bites, but he mustn't tarry long. With the combined weight of cat and carcass, it is even harder to take it down than up. last section is just too vertical to climb down. An Olympian feat, but all in a day's work for the leopard. And so he leaves behind the tree that both saved his life and became his temporary prison. Big cats are masters in the art of relaxing and savoring the times of peace. But their lives are also defined by competition, and they can quickly become each other's mortal enemies. In the wilderness of northern Botswana, it is the mosaic of vegetation sustained by the flood cycles that allows so many kinds of felines to live side by side.